when it's going to hit.
Yeah, terrorism is random violence. So in a sense, the attack on the cartoonist was not terrorism. That was an assassination.
No, but that
they went after specific people who they knew would be in a specific place at a specific time. That's not random violence. That's an attack. Mm-hmm. The president, we can now appreciate his affection for the teleprompter, because he gets in trouble partly because he is constantly tiptoeing through what he considers a semantic minefield. He doesn't want to say Islamic extremism, all kinds of things he doesn't want to say that just common sense would have you say. So when you're avoiding the obvious, it gets pretty nerve-wracking to speak.
I mean, let's just remember, the big picture here is an American died. We don't know how she died, Kayla Mueller. ISIS is claiming that this Jordanian airstrike killed her. There's no confirmation of that. But ISIS clearly was holding her at the time.
But that claim is preposterous. She alone died, and not the guards, nobody else in the building. There's no evidence that she was even in the building. It obviously is a story concocted by congenital liars as well as killers to make it seem as if the Jordanians are responsible. But I just want to say one word about terrorism. I don't understand why people define terrorism by randomness. It is not. What defines a terror act is that the point of the violence, of the crime, is to make a political statement. It used to be called in the 19th century propaganda of the deed. If you believe it's randomness, then as George just says, then the attack on Charlie Hebdo wasn't a terrorist act or a bombing.
That's not what I meant. When I say, I think we do all agree that there is a sense, what terrorizing is creating a sense that people don't know when it's going to hit or who it's going to hit.
Sure,
and so it feels random to
they
people.
But they definitely targeted that neighborhood because they were Jewish.
Exactly, but there's no way to know that. That's what I'm saying. It could be it could be anywhere. It could be anybody that they choose to target. It's not, it could be a Christian, it could be Muslims that they target. It is, in that sense, we don't know what individuals, we didn't know who was going to be in the towers that day.
But everybody agrees that you never know if they're going to be the object of terror. What we're disagreeing about, and what the president will not admit, is that all of these acts, which appear to hit people randomly, have behind them the idea that they are honoring Allah.
Of course.
They're carrying out a religious ideology of the supremacy of Islam.
And whether it's
Americans, he refuses to say.
Americans or Zionists or whatever they call them.
But I do not hear in that comment him suggesting that he thinks this is a random, like some mass murderer who has no rhyme or reason. That is not how I heard that.
It's the essence of the term he uses, violent extremism. The essence of that is to make it sound as if it's extremism of any kind, anywhere, without any purpose, ideology, or political message. And that is not what's going on in the world.